And very good morning to everybody. Welcome to the Apex Brotherhood live stream. It's 8 a.m. in London time. Welcome to the best place to come for all your trading, fitness, and lifestyle hacks that will make your life better. Thanks for being here this morning. Good to see you all. I'm Scott Callahan. I'm Sigma FX Trading. Welcome. Let's see what's happening today. We've already got MGN Thalantir in this morning. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Dependable as usual, and good to have you in, as I say. So let's just crack on this morning, and we will have quickly a look at the news. Okay, the news for today. What have we got ahead of us? We've just had at 7 a.m. London time lots of GBP news, so pound news, 7 a.m. London time. Already gone, might not have pushed the markets too far. Do see it has gapped up a little bit on the 15. That would be within that hour, just after the news there. Yeah, so we had a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a push down then push up, looking at the hourly on pound dollar. So we've had year on year growth rate, GDP month on month, manufacturing year on year, GDP growth rate quarter on quarter, manufacturing production month on month. All big ones to affect the pound dollar. And obviously all day today we've got President Donald Trump visiting Xi Jinping in China. Huang Yingladao to any of our Chinese viewers, and if you speak Cantonese Chinese, Da Yum Ju Wai Hoi Shua Idia Potang Hua Ni, how do I say, not very well, can't remember. Wa Shua De Pohao. Close, very close. But welcome anyway, wherever you're from. The news from China is that we have pretty much a win-win agreement. It's been none of the contentious issues were discussed, such as Iran or Taiwan, and it looks like they're coming away from it to support each other as the biggest players in the world. So that's all good. So maybe not any moves in the market though as a result. Maybe some positive news for the dollar, right enough. Going into the afternoon, 1:30 p.m. London time, we have initial jobless claims, retail sales, month on month, retail sales, excluding automobiles, month on month, and that's US dollar news. So 1:30, the usual time for US dollar news on a Thursday. Look out for that later if you're trading pound dollar. I came out all my euro dollar trades yesterday. My euro dollar didn't quite do what I thought it was going to do. It did get that relax and back down, but it never continued below the low that it had already made. So close, but no cigar. I got in on the long, also got in the short, and then I got stopped out on the move down, resulting in no profit. That's where that went. I did scalp gold yesterday, which was good. Onwards with the news. Donald J. Trump has been quiet as he's been in China, so he's just kind of, it looks like someone's tweeting on his behalf or truthing on his behalf, because it's all well contextualized diplomatic Chinese visit stuff. Not anything contentious. For Squawk, we've got the Iranians asking basically the BRIC nations to come behind them and support that, or to condemn the American aggression that's been visited upon them. Iranian Foreign Minister 8 minutes ago saying that the Strait of Hormuz is open to commercial ships, provided they work with the Iranian naval forces. So that's been the situation for a couple of months now, I believe, 6 weeks or so, maybe longer. So not much change. It's America that has imposed the blockade, says Abbas Araghchi, the Iranian Foreign Minister, or Prime Minister, can't remember. Okay, so oil futures decline from $1.15 to $1.15 to 90. Surely that's $100.15. Would that be right? Oh no, by $1.15 to under the $100 marks. Okay, yeah, that's almost close to what I was saying. After Xi praises trade progress during Trump summit talks. I can't speak this morning. I'm actually feeling rather ill this morning, but that's other news. Okay, good. Let's have a look at what the markets are doing. That's not that one. Let's have a look. Okay, so that was the pound dollar. We were just talking about that. Yeah, I'm not feeling great. I don't know if it's the calorie restriction has weakened my body's immune system. However, my son and my daughter both have had colds, so probably just picking up a little bit of a summer cold. They've both been under the weather at some point in the last week. And I'm feeling it today. I can feel it in my throat. So not feeling the best. If you are watching, welcome. This is the Apex Brotherhood live stream. Do remember to like and subscribe, as that all helps the algorithm pave the way to more viewers, more interest, more members, more community, more benefit, and more progress. So let's hope all these things happen in that order. We'll have a look at pound dollar, just seeing as I mentioned it. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee just to soothe my throat. I do have a Lemsip here. Other brands are available. Not quite Lemsip. It's Beecham's actually, so it is a brand. I'm not really a big brand buyer. If something does the job, that suits me fine. I'm not precious around brands. I know some of the guys like their brands on their watches. Obviously, you're buying quality as well as the name. Am I like that? Probably not. No. I'm quite happy to get a good looking watch off Amazon. If most people wouldn't get close enough to see that it's not a brand, just bin ding dong from China brand. You know, it just doesn't matter. All these strange Chinese brands. If it works for a year and it only costs $15, then you can't complain if it looks the part. It's all about how you present yourself. But it is nice to have nice things too. So I do get it. But that's not what my trading's all about. I am trading for freedom. The money that trading provides will hopefully allow me the freedom to improve in my life, balance things out. At the moment, I don't think I have balance. I'm trying to balance things out. I have been ill for a year, so that set me back. But we're onwards and upwards and better and improved and improving, thankfully, at the moment. So I am looking forward to exciting times ahead. I'm enjoying this streaming. This is my second day this week. I'm back tomorrow, 8 AM tomorrow as well, on a Friday. So come back and view us tomorrow. We'll all be good. Okay, so pound dollar. Let's have a look. Gold scalp. Yeah. Every time I say I'm going to have a look, I always go into something else. I know that. I'm very sorry. But gold scalping yesterday, I found my niche, or I found my eye, certainly in gold. A nice, what did we get? $100,000 demo account, as I said. That was $284 this morning already, so that's not bad. Custom period, we'll have a look at yesterday. We'll just change the date. I'll show you this in a minute. I'll have a look at gold after pound dollar, even though I'm talking about it now. 13th yesterday. Yeah, we had a nice $1,140 profit yesterday on just scalping gold. And literally for a couple of hours in the afternoon and a couple of hours in the evening. So it was good progress, but dangerous. I've always found gold dangerous, but I have gone down a time frame or two, because that was what was catching me out. What I would expect to happen on Forex was just happening far too quickly and far too aggressively on gold. So we're down the time frames and we're safer with our stops. And it seems, yeah, there was a little bit of swinging for the fences, as I was saying yesterday. A little bit of, $700 up, back to the start, $200 down, $400 up. It was a bit up and down. I don't like that way of trading. I prefer to be medium step, little step back, big step, medium step back. That kind of, rather than big step up, little step up, big step back. It's I'm finding a strategy that I'm liking on it. So But we'll see how that goes today. It does seem to be ranging a bit just now, but that's on the 1 minute I'm looking at, so that's not telling you much, as opposed to where the price might eventually go today. But pound dollar is what's on the screen, so we'll talk about that. Concentrate, Scott. Okay, let's do it. Right, we'll start on the H4. That is kind of my higher time frame. I suppose when I'm trading Forex, I'm looking for the move on the hour. I'm looking for the entry on the 15. And I'm looking for optimizing that and finessing it on the 5 maybe. But I suppose I need the hour to be telling me what direction it's going and trade in that direction. And if that's with the 4 hour, I can up the size. If the 15, 4 and hour, I can up the size as well. As long as the 5 and the 1 are kind of in alignment, so I need that little bit of confluence on the lower time frames to say, yeah, we're all going in the same direction, until it starts to change in the 1, the 5, and then ultimately the 15, and then you're looking to say, well, is this still working, because it's starting to go against me. That's the way I think. Do I have that written down? I do somewhere, but do I look at it? Honestly, no. Is it in my mind and that's a problem? Yes, it is. Is that all to do with journaling and all to do with sticking to the plan, recording that in the journal and assessing whether you stuck to the plan or not? Yeah, it's all tied up together. So I have been sitting out a little bit since I decided I'm not doing much until the journal and the plan are seamlessly together. The accountability that comes with that, as it's all a little bit of all I've done all my life. You know, people find that, you know, in your career. You know, my career was basically a series of risk assessments, immediate action based on what my risk assessment was. A lot of it down to training and instinct to quickly assess the outcome you're looking for, the outcomes that may occur, and how you're going to get round each setback or change in the situation as it happens, the dynamics of it. But that doesn't necessarily translate well into trading, where you act on your wits. Acting on your wits doesn't often go well because you're trying to fight against a bigger picture than you're able to comprehend. Will AI change that? Mechanical trading? Robots? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure at the moment. It's I fight with AI all the time because it's not the brightest sometimes. But what do you think about that? We've got Will Davies in the chat. Well done, Will. Good to see you this morning. Nice to have you here. Are you in the gym or not? Maybe your next tweet comment will answer that. Will is saying he is in the sorting stuff out at the moment. Oh, he's not going to be able to join today. It was good to have you yesterday. That was very enjoyable company. And our first stream together, so that was a milestone for me as well. Does that mean I've made it? Potentially, yes. You know, how much better does it get than this? Honestly. Will is going to try and pop in quickly though, if he can. So we'll look forward to seeing him. Hopefully, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Okay. I was talking about pound dollar. This must really frustrate you. Maybe that's what's not attracting more viewers. My scatty brainness. Let's have a look and see. Okay. Well, we're getting this news has caused this on the H1. We did click H4. Why did it not come up? There's H4. Okay. Right. How's that view there? That's a big view. That's a big view. Oh, I have traded a little bit pound dollar, as you can see, over the last little while. Since this account became live, that must have been about there. Beginning of February, that was roughly, I've been trading this as the 100 to 1000 challenge. Incidentally, I've not really traded that since the little bit of tilt working last week. Yesterday was just a day in gold. As I say, I've not completed my journal work yet to allow me to fully get back into trading. Hopefully that'll be happening soon. I do have a little bit of work. I'm kind of off most of next week for trading wise. Then I'm probably going to be busy most of June, looking ahead as things go, as we go. And then I'm on holiday. I'm lucky to be away for 3 weeks on holiday in July. Although I do intend to keep a little bit of trading, just limiting it to a restricted window, maybe in the London Open, and just leave it at that. I'll not be spending my holiday with my head on the screen, but I will stop in. It's good to be part of the brotherhood, no matter where you are in the world, and trading gives you the flexibility to be able to do it anywhere in the world. So we need to get that practice in for the future when I do fully intend to be doing a lot more travelling, visiting other countries and living in other places, and having the financial flexibility and freedom to be able to supplement my living, and at some point to fund my existence. However, it is always good to diversify, and as I unwind some of my life here in the UK, we can diversify into other things, and trading's one of those things. So I'm diversifying my trading also, as I say, going into gold and getting that scalping. I didn't think it was a scalper. Scalping's always kind of been talked down to as in where I've been before in trading, and as opposed, a little bit fast and gambly, but the charts are really just iterations of themselves, and you've got that scalability that goes down to the minute chart, and it does kind of follow the same algorithmic movements that you see on the bigger time frames. What do they call it? What is? Tell me if you can, if you're in the chat. What is it when the charts are just scaled versions of each other? I can't remember what the name of that is. It'll come to me in a minute. Okay, pound dollar. I really do apologise. Okay, so what do we see? We see that the price action's been heavily down, and it's found its level and ranged in it here, and at the one and right where the price is now. So it's kind of downwards movement, but it's in a kind of range over this period, going right back to the 17th of April. It's been in this, well, that's a range of no more than 210 pips. When you've got an ADR that's supposed to be, ADR is 90 pips, yeah, so okay, fair enough. But today it's been 20 pips so far. Correct? Correct. That's what my indicator in the top left is telling me. So is that 200 pips? Yeah, so 200, yeah, so just 2 ADR. It's been in that range. What direction does it want to go out that range? We don't know at the moment, but what we can say is that it's in the range. So, and it's close to the bottom of the range that's been formed. What will drive it lower? Maybe a new Prime Minister. There's talk of that. There's talk of leadership challenges. You've got that GDP news this morning. What was the update on that? Well, let's just quickly refresh that, and we'll just have a look and see what it was. Just refreshing baby pips just now. Probably asked me to log in again. We'll press that. We'll press today. I hate when it does that. It's really annoying. Right, so GDP was better than normal, better than expected. Manufacturing year on year was better than expected, which is pretty good. GDP was up on what was expected. Growth rate one quarter was up. Everything's up, and some of it considerably so when you look at the manufacturing. So that's good news for the dollar, the pound. So we may, and we have seen since, well, No, we've not really. Not seen anything yet. But probably positive news for the pound. Does that mean it's going up now? Looks like it might be about to on the H4, because when we look at our MACD, let's have a look at the screen again. When we look at our MACD, as we can see there, we've got a nice touch into the oversold territory here on the RSI, sorry that is. It is bouncing at the currently off the 50 on the RSI, so the momentum's still holding to the downside, but is it going to push into the upwards momentum by getting through this? Will it retest it? It often does, as we can see. You know, when it gets to the middle, it often does. There, it's got stuck there for ages. The glue in the middle. And the RSI is showing us a turn. Histograms decreasing. We've got higher lows in the histogram. We've got upwards. It's going to the upside on there. We've got the cross of the EMAs on the 4 hour. Remember this is. So yeah, it looks like it's on the turn. So it's probably bottomed in this range and is heading back up again. Give the macro news of the pound being positive. Does that increase the value of the pound? More investment comes in if there's surges in the economy, so pound becomes more sought after and scarce, so more valuable and increases in value. So we look to see a little bit of push to the outside. We do have the negative headwinds, or the downside bearish headwinds, of Starmer's leadership challenge that we know is kicking off in the Commons at the moment. So that might be holding it. Meantime, as unsettled times ahead are never good for economies, and the Prime Minister is getting the blame for that. I think it's a poison chalice, to be honest. Whoever's in there will just get the blame of the wider problems of economies and countries and societies which are not within the power of a government to quickly fix. You know, the macro worldwide headwinds, especially like things like the Iran war that we're apparently not part of here in the UK. So, talking again. So we're saying turning, heading up, but bouncing off the 50. So let's just wait and see. Is it? Can we say it's definitely heading up? I think we can. It's been out at the bottom of the volley here. It's heading back. R1 just before this fair value gap, and it will be in line with that 50. That'd be a nice target just to take it back to the 50 and see where it goes after that. That would, on a bigger scale move, would be kind of 35 pips or so. Could be nice. Has bounced off that support level there. Is holding in the middle at the moment. It does need to pick a side, but it's looking more to the upside than the downside, I think. So, who else do we have? You're correct, Elias. Thank you very much for your assistance. Fractal, that's exactly the word I was looking for to describe the related stepped incremental movements between different time frames that kind of reflect themselves down the time frames as all just like Russian dolls. Each one's just a smaller version of the one that encloses it. Is that a good analogy or what? I like that. Russian doll trading. Interesting. Okay. And yeah, if you're from Russia, Dobra Pashalavat, welcome to the stream this morning. Spasiba. Ponimayo Ruski. I don't speak Russian, I'm just pretending. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're down to the hour now. So on our hourly time frame, yeah, we've got this not making its mind up here, this 3 candle pattern here of equal sizes so far. We're still in this 8 o'clock candle here. I think we'll be, as is usually the story that I tell you at this time, waiting to 9 o'clock until it shows its direction for the morning. In that hour between 9 and 10, and just follow that, as often the case. We often get a little bit of a breakout in their own direction first. But what is it doing in the moment? So just looking at the RSI, and our RSI has been in oversold territory here. It's gone back to the 50, it's resisting it, it's broken back through, it's not held below, it's gone back up, it's retesting the downside again. It's wanting to go down. It has here on the RSI being at an extreme turn after this oversold, so that would be would have been a nice point of entry in my style of trading anyway. Would it have got as much if we'd got in after that cross? Possibly from here, where we've got out. Probably we could have got 20 pips there. That was yesterday though. That was yesterday morning. Why didn't I? That's the question. Oh no, that was 2 days ago. Oh, it's been a quick couple of days, I tell you. Anyway, we're back into this. We're into this day. We're into this move here. It's all changed. We're in at a low here. We've got the cross. So yeah, we're up, but it's coming together on the MACD. It's not making its mind up on this 50, so it's hovering. I'm not seeing a trade on this at the moment. It needs to pick a side and pick a direction. As I said, a little bit to the upside in the 4 hour looking. Is it more likely to be to the upside in this? Ever so slightly, because we've had this move here. We're on the upper side of the volley. We've not touched the top of it yet, but that, if it's moving on the 4 hour, that could be the next kind of point of interest for it to head to. The kind of two deviations away on this volley, roughly, something like that. But is there anything to the downside? Yeah, could come back and want to retest this support. If we do get the definitive turn to the upside, R1's looking good here as a target, as I said, I think, with the 4 hour. So yeah, 30 to 40 pips maybe. If we were to just pick a side now and say, yeah, the 4 hour is turning up, the hour will follow, or hour will show its hand in that direction also. But again, we need to let the hour do what it's doing first. That would be the sensible way. Going down a little bit to the 15, gold is spiking high on the 1 minute. It's looking to move higher, has been for most of the hour. I'll have a look at that in a minute, as I said. Okay, so the 15 minute here, into a bit of a range here. We're hit the oversold, come back up, it's retesting the down territory again. What direction does it want to go? It's turning to the downside at the moment. Might well relax into this area here if you wanted to say this move's going to continue. The volley is flaring, so this move of momentum is showing a downward shift. Is it breaking any lows here? It's not come through. It's not come through these lows. It's certainly breaking lower here. It's going to want to go back into that fair value gap now that it's created it. If we've got downward momentum, can we trade it into here for 20 pips? Looks like that's where it wants to go at the moment. It's down. It's down. Probably going to come back into here first. Let's see what the 5 minutes telling us. Yeah, the 5 minutes certainly starting to turn. Not quite hit a low in here, but the 5 minutes is probably telling us it's one to come back. And would that be there? Oh, no. Will it go as far as that? Possibly. That's a lot to ask though, to be honest. Anyway, it does look like, it's certainly to the downside, but it also looks like it's on the turn back up again in the minute. It's saying up, but resisting. So pretty much downward pressure on the lower time frames. 5 minutes saying it's going to give us a little bit of a relax to the upside, but the 15 minutes also telling us it's pushing to the downside in the moment and hasn't changed its mind to the upside yet. So we're still down, so we're needing to wait and see, does it go back into here and then to here? That would kind of be, well, I'll try and draw a marker line on it. Let's do that. So if I was going to, here's what I would be looking for it to do. Oh, I can't choose my lines correctly, sorry. That'll be the line there, back down into here. And then obviously to the upside, our first port of call is going to be, or the high first, but oh my goodness. I'm not used to drawing these kind of lines on the chart, sorry. I would say, yeah, back into here probably. So that's potentially what it's looking to do there. Because we've already been to, yeah, we've already touched this support level back here, albeit that might not have been today. That's kind of how it's looking just now, if we say that the 4 hours up and still pushing up, so we need everything else to come into line now. So there's a few ideas on that. Well, we'll have a quick look at the gold, as I was saying. Let's have a look at gold. Do we have another gold screen? Oh, I can just switch to that. Let's see what comes up. Is that gold? That's gold. Yeah. If I move that over, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll just stick in this screen. It's just over to the left here. So apologise. I'm not looking in your direction. Excuse me. As I say, I'm got a bit of a cold this morning, so not feeling the best. I think this is the one that Will was saying that the screen was looking a little bit odd. So let's see if I can fix that. Oh yeah, I'm now moving. No, we don't want that. So let's see if I can move it on here. Sorry about this. Yeah, I'll just make it a bit bigger. That's better, isn't it? Good. Right, gold. As you can see, I've been scalping away here. Some nice moves on that. Let's have a look at the bigger time frames. Excuse me, I'm slurping. This is my coffee I'm on, so second coffee of the day. It was needed this morning. I woke up at 4:30. You would have seen me put my daily quote on the group this morning. Who was it? It was Confucius. Confucius this morning. What was the quote? Basically, look to the past in order to divine the future, which is very true. And good morning to Evan. Nice to see you in this morning, Evan. Morning, guys and gals. Says the last rebel trader, the last true rebel trader. I'll get that right one of these days. Hopefully we'll have Evan back on the Brotherhood streaming. He's one of our streamers here on the Brotherhood live official broadcast. It'll be good to have him back once he's fully recuperated. And I believe we will have Sam back next week as well. Sam's been busy at university, doing his exams, the May exams. That's when the diet of exams is. Tell you, they've got an easy life, university students, haven't they? You know, May, get your exams done. That's you till mid-September. What's that? June, July, August. A nice 4 months off. A nice 4 months off. There's something to be said for student life. And you can be a student at any time of your life. It's not limited to the young, but it's wasted on the young, isn't it? Because the young, youth is wasted on the young also. If you could only go back, you would appreciate everything a little bit more as you start to get older. But yes, looking forward to Sam. Sam, if you're watching this morning, can't wait to have you back next week. You have been missed on the stream, so looking forward to hopefully doing a couple of streams with you next week. I will be here certainly Thursday, Friday next week. Just watching Gold. Gold is taking a nice move here, reaching for this high back here from yesterday morning. Again, we've been in a bit of a range all day. There you can see Scalpy McScalperson scalping here. This was yesterday's effort. I'd say just a couple of hours here and a couple of hours here, and then this morning here a nice $1,500 it's sitting at, so it's not bad for a day's work. 1.5% on my demo account, so it's good to see that this morning. Right, so gold analysis to me, it's just the same, isn't it? I mean, a chart is a chart. The price does move differently, but you're looking for it to do the same things. And certainly with my strategy, it can be applied to any chart. And with gold, I'm finding I have to go right down to the minute to make it work. Seemed to work yesterday. I did have a few. Well, it works, but the stops are much tighter. My other strategies on Forex, not that I'm saying these strategies are correct, but it is my strategy. But my strategy on Forex is have a very wide stop and get into the trade over a number of entries to improve your entry. You know, there is a lot of people say, well, why on earth, if a trade is going the wrong direction for you, why would you get in deeper? That's only digging a hole for yourself. But if you're only in with a fifth of your intended position size on your first position, you've got 4/5 to play with. Because how often do you get an exact right entry, or how often do you get an entry that immediately goes to your stop? It improves your win rate, certainly, but when your stop gets hit, it can potentially seem to be worse, but it does. I think it does allow a wider stop as well. So your risk can be managed in a number of different ways, depending on how you enter your trade and what percentage is part of your plan. Anyway, you can let me know what your strategies are. One thing I will say is, if you want to look at people's trading and strategies and share ideas and strategies, do look at joining the Apex Brotherhood Discord community. You can get it down to £25 a month if you pay ahead over the year. Good value for money, price of a couple of cups of coffee a week, and you get to have community. You can get fitness advice, lifestyle hacks, and trading chat 24 hours a day, virtually. Also, we get to occasionally do some online gaming, online poker for fun, not for money, just for fun, or games on a Friday night. That's funnily enough, one of my tasks for today is to go to the Amazon locker. For some reason, the one in my village is closed down for some reason at the moment. Don't know why. But so I've got a a combined journey of Aldi, which is a supermarket here in the UK, Toolstation and Screwfix, which are kind of DIY hardware shops. So I've got a few purchases to make there, and Amazon Locker's not far away as well. So I've got another couple of appointments this morning as well to sort out my stuff. And what is getting delivered to the Amazon Locker, more to the point, it is my PC gaming controller. I'm going to blame my operation of the keyboard and mouse skills. Don't think that's a great way to play games, to be honest. So I've got it's a wired controller. I was thinking wireless, but I'm going to go for wired controller for if we're playing Repo again, and I'm sure you'll find me to be a much more skillful player, not just rolling around on the floor. Whatever I was doing, annoying everybody. It's that's what I do in real life, so why not in real life? Why not in gaming too? Okay, more coffee please. Right, let's look at gold. So, that's of interest. You know, this massive move up here, and then it gets that relaxed down. That would have been nice to have got in on that action, but that was in the middle of the night, I believe. 1 o'clock in the morning, which might not be UK time, that'll be broker time. What is that? Yeah, it's probably 2 hours ahead, so that was just after the open last night. On the open to close, you see I did scalp. I did scalp up that move as it was happening, and then I didn't quite get to the end. I had to go to my bed at some point. Sentinel would have done a better job than me, Evan. The Evans bot. It could have just traded all night for me and got that move, but what's this? What is that move? I do seem to have got some of that. How's that? When was that time? That's 8:30 this morning. I didn't have a trade running overnight. Did I? Or was that? No, that was yesterday morning. I had a trade running. Yeah, talking rubbish. That was 2 nights ago. Forget what I'm said. Too used to looking at the minute chart. Okay. Right. Yeah, that was last night. I didn't trade that up. That was a nice move. Okay. Yeah. Last night we had it topping out here, which kind of roughly lines up with that, and did take a higher high here, so may have got cut out if you decided it changed. Did it turn with conviction? Yeah, it would have. I probably would have got in here, but I would have been stopped out at 30 or 40 pips. So that would have been a losing trade had I taken it as it came into this turn here. Crossed again. Has been oversold here. Rejected the 50. Is it definitely going down? Yes it is, but we probably wouldn't have got into down there. Would have been safe on our stop. That spike there could have been dangerous, maybe not. Anyway, it's gone down to there. And then there's a nice move up. That's what I was talking about. Is that last night? Yeah, that was pre me getting up this morning, or round about me getting up. And then I started to trade here. So what's it doing in the moment? It's going up, quite clearly. It's going up with conviction, although it spiked and rejected that price there. Did it have anything to take there? That's the R1 level, so that would be an obvious point of resistance that it's turned at there. Not quite on it, but it's close enough. There is a 23 fib as well on this move. Oh, that would be the wrong way around. That would be the 127 if it's going to continue higher. Turn my fibs upside down. 127, there's a 161.8 right in the middle of that fair value gap. So that's probably where it's heading for. Looking at the 15, is the hour saying it's going up? More to the point, yes it is. So that would be nice. I would say we're looking up on gold. We're looking up. We're looking for longs. The hour's up. The 15 is up, but it's spiked and rejected, so we need to be careful. And it looks like it might be on its way back down. That should be told to us by the 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minutes peaked on the RSI, but you can't see him, I'm afraid. Yeah, the 5 minutes telling us it's turning. So, but if it's turning and it's going against the 15 and the hour, it's probably just going to come back and down into here for 40 pips. Is the minute giving us a trade on that? Yeah, I think we can just look at that there. Right, so I'll just do a quick order in there. Trading half a lot. We'll see what that does in the meantime, just while we're live on air. Okay, so we're slightly a negative risk reward. We need to be careful and see what it does on this as it takes that fair value gap it just took. Might want to come back into here. If it does, we'll get back in on a smaller lot size. We'll keep our stop where it is, so that'll be 440 pips and 70 pips. So we're going against the main trend, so we're being conservative and we're ready to get out quickly if we need to. Just do 0.25 on that, so half the size. Should it come back up to there, which it might well do. So we're risking just 0.5% roughly to make 0.38. We can do it 1-to-1. Just to be nice and controlled. Right, so we're 1-to-1. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, it's just about hitting that there, isn't it? So there's a nice 100 and I'll just take that, close it. Thank you very much. And we'll close this out because we don't know what it's doing next. It didn't relax immediately. There we go. That's how it's done, guys. Nice, what was that? 42 pips on gold. 42 pips on gold, and that was 175 bucks. Taking me up to... See, that's that's kind of why I'm liking gold. You know, just left 4x behind, it's fine. Yeah, that was 465 for the day. We're getting close, you know, another 500 and I can take the rest of the day off. How's that? Anyone else looking at anything today? Let's see who is in the chat also. Evan, sorry, I got distracted there for the last 15 minutes. Wow, I made it easy, brother. How's your day going? Good, good. It is all good so far, apart from the cold. I've got a sore throat. You can probably hear it in my voice. Probably to do with well, my kids have had the cold, so that's what it is. I've got it off them. Right, so back to scalping gold. Yeah, I've got it off them, but also this diet's probably not helping my body fight off infections, so not feeling the best, not sleeping great either. So that's going to be part of my journal too, is how are you feeling? Tired, fatigued, energetic, excited, always excited for the beginning part of the day. I'm not a morning person, and I kind of am a morning person, but I'm not keen on getting up in the mornings. But once I'm up, I'm generally quite full of energy, and that energy level depletes mid-afternoon, and that's me, unfortunately. Not much use to anybody after that, but getting back to exercise will rectify that to a degree. Okay, so we're still pushing down. We're taking this fair value gap on the minute here. We're into oversold territory in the RSI. You can't see it again. Apologies. See if we can pull it up. Yeah, so the RSI, it's just off the bottom of the screen. Gonna move it. I'll not. Yeah, I'm trying to move the screen. Nah, we'll just leave it there just now. We'll leave it there. Okay. Yeah, the RSI's saying it's about, you know, it's in a dangerous territory for a turn, especially in the minute. So I would be expecting it to reverse here and go back up. We'll look for a little bit more of an indication of that with the histogram here when we're ready. Still potentially could still come back down, come to this 61.8. We'll just keep an eye on it. Get ready to get our order in, and if we get our order in, where are we trading back to? Well, we'll be trading back to this bit where it stopped here. So what's that going to be? Around about 60 pips. Let's have a look. What we're doing to the downside on our stop underneath that 61.8. We'll try and do it a half to 1. Would that be? We'll get back on the 0.5 sizes. Oh, you can't see all of my. That's the order I'm putting on there, but I'm going to cover the price if I do that. Right, how do I remove that again? Oh yeah, tick chart. We'll just remove that. There we go. So you can see the chart now. So we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go back up. What's the 5 telling us? 5's telling us it's still wanting to push to the downside, so we're going against the 5. So in that case, we want to be a lot more conservative with where our we're just probably just 250 pips there. Let's just go for that just now as we resist it. So we want that full fair value gap there to be taken. We're not aiming for these ones because we're going against the 5, so we're just looking for the most recent creation of price here, or creation of fair value. That's why they're called fair value gaps after all. We're risking just underneath the bodies of these candles there. We're risking 150. We're wanting to take it up to there, which would be 130. We can make it 1-to-1 if we want. Just wanting to push into it. Yeah, there's 1-to-1 just for the sake of balancing our risk. So we'll let that do what it's going to do. I'm happy it's turning. The histogram's relaxing. The price is going in our direction. Could still spike down, we never know. Maybe should just be under this fair value gap, but I think for the purposes of what we're doing here, it has taken that there, so we're looking to get out now. I'm just going to be careful and just get out now whilst it's still in profit. Okay, so another 30 bucks in the bank. That's the thing, you can't leave this to run. You've got to kind of dynamically look at it, in my opinion. And as Evan says, do remember to hit like and subscribe. You may think you're subscribed, you may think you've pressed like. There has been at least 7 or 8 of you who I know in this morning, so let's make sure we've got the likes on there. It was all appreciated. Thank you very much. In the Wilds is saying that he's taken a small long scalp on ES. Nice. And Evan, the last true rebel trader, is saying he is long on the US 500 today. It's not moving though. See, that's the thing, the 1 minute chart in gold always moves. That's another thing. I sat and watched Euro Dollar for something like 8 hours yesterday, and it never really did anything. Whereas gold, as you can see, so I'm glad I got out that short long there after it spiked above there and reversed. It was telling me it was done visiting that level and wanting to go back down to here. So are we down again? I'm cautious. I think it maybe is turning still, but I don't think it had quite turned, just from we're a little bit early on that. A little bit early. So a little bit, but it's still going that way. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to here. Let's see what we can get. So we're back up to here now. We're still going severely against the 5. And Ilias just saying to Evan, I'm on the 1 minute. Small moves in London, big moves on the US sesh. Yeah, so the 5's still looking down. Maybe looking to retest the 50 on the RSI, looking at it. And it's hitting the 50 on the Bolly, as we can see here. So maybe we could get a safe 300. What does 300? Sorry, 300 points, 30 pips. What does that look like? Is that move there? Yeah, back to this area here. I would take it further to there, potentially. We'll just see what it's doing. Meantime, it's not convincingly turned. Still looking to the downside on the 1 minute for the moment. We'll not be greedy and try and guess the turn, like I just about did before. So Evan has just looked at the 1 minute, and even on that it's been stuck around the resistance level for a few days now. It's only just above it today, so that's on US 500. US 500. And he's only looking for 40 pips. So says Evan, I'm only trying to get 40 pips. There we go. Right, so minutes still pushing down. We're getting a little bit of divergence on the MACD. That's what I'm talking about. So that was nice. It was good to get a live trade on there. Does anyone else want anything looked at? Unfortunately, I'm not going to look at indices. That's not in my armory at the moment. I could, but I don't have any charts up, and the indices are different, you know. Right, okay, so we're getting into this fair value gap here. Right, now I'm interested. It's gone back into oversold. Can I guess the bottom here? Has it broken that low? Is it going to continue lower? Certainly the 5 minute and the 15 minute are wanting to push it lower, so I'm still not saying it's relaxing enough to come back into here. So no trade is on as yet. No trade is on as yet. It looks like it's still pushing down. I've already taken the 50 and the 38 on this fib retracement. But it does look like a level it might want to turn. It is just hitting these lows here, right? That's only only 20 pips over the low here. Got another low down here. The time is coming up to 9 o'clock, so that might be the point. It may well just rocket back up to here or rocket another direction. So as we approach 9 o'clock, it's time for me to go. I've got a busy day ahead, and as much as I would love to stay here all day chatting to you guys, Evan's asking me about UJ. Scott is going up or down to you. I will have a quick look at that. I'll go over my time, especially for you, Evan. And MGN's also saying that he is in he'll be on GU, which is GU short of 1.3519. So we do have GU on our screen. Oh no, that's the other one. MT5 share. That was GU, so he's in a short. Short at 1. Oh, that would be nice then. 1.3519, which is 3519. Okay, that's nice. So you're already 15 pips into profit. I'm guessing you're 35190. Oh, very precise. You're already 15 pips into profit roughly. So hopefully, as it matches this low here in the middle of the fair value gap, is your target lower, or are you taking the money? Now the 9 o'clock candle is on the screen. It is 9 o'clock, yes. That was my it didn't quite relax, did it? What chart was that on? I can't remember. Maybe that one. Didn't do that. But it did go down. It did go down. There we go. Right, UJ. You're welcome, Evan. Let's get UJ looked at and we'll see what it is doing. If I can click the right button. USD, JPY. Right. Oh, let's get rid of all these markings. They're distracting. Oh yeah, if I delete all, it deletes everything, but it'll come back. Okay. Oh yeah, well, we're getting a reversal, as I said, on that 9 o'clock candle on gold. It's just already jumped up a nice 65 pips there. So that is nice. I'm just going to put in a quick entry on that. Sorry, doing too many things at once. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to do an entry here. I'm happy it's turned, but we'll not go much higher. We'll not go any higher than the 50 on the Bolly. We'll just do a 1-to-1, and we'll just do a half size because we're going against the half size because we're going against the 5 minute. If it takes that 50 in the Bolly, we'll get out without having entered. I've just got the entry on the fair value gap below, and the stop on the bottom of that spike lower. Let's see what it does. We'll just move that up slightly. So it takes it with our spread. And we'll just, right, we're a little bit less than 1-to-1 then. Right, that'll do. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll let you know how it goes. All right, UJ. Well, it's up in the price action in the 4 hour. It's into oversold territory, and it's turning downwards on the MACD. So we're danger. Just because it's an oversold doesn't mean that the move to the upside is finished. But looking at that MACD, it does look like the momentum is wearing out, and we're opening up here, indicating that there's a crossover and it's diverging. So a crossover that is showing it's turning to the downside. It's also right on the bouncing on the R1. These are tight together, aren't they? I can't make this very. I can't. Why are my candles not doing what I'm telling them to do? Yeah, still is this big move here that's making my chart look odd. I know that you can do stuff to change it. So yeah, it's right off that, but it won't have far to go to the downside. But it's turning down. Strength-wise, dollar strong, yen weak, and they're both kind of moving together at the moment. The dollar and the yen strength-wise, indicating you're not going to get much action, and there hasn't been, as we can see. So not really anything that's attracting me to trading it, so to speak. Because divergence, convergence, and strength change, and strength momentum, and momentum of change, or rate of change, all gives you something to trade. Alright, is that the hour? I've got all the three, they all look like they're clicked for some reason. Yeah, it's the hour, but as you can see, it's just, not much movement at all there, is there? It's just It's gone up in a straight line. It's in a channel going up the way. But they're moving together, aren't they? Kind of, you know, there's obviously the yen's weakening and the dollar's strengthening, but it's yeah, it's heading up. But it's very controlled and tight and not really doing much. The MACD, it's getting just into sticky in the middle territory. And then the RSI is just hovering around about that 50. And this just reflects that, yeah, it's moving to the upside. And it's kind of staying on the upside strength-wise, dollar against the yen, but it's just not wanting to break lower, even though the 4 hours showing as it's going or turning lower. The hour to me is neutral and not really tradable. Might want to take another shot at that high looking at that. Why is this so? Let's make these a lot bigger. That's quite a spike to the downside there. But will it want to take that fair value gap? Yep. Is it going to take either ADR today? Not by the looks of that price action. So even the levels are, the support and resistance are really close together. So nothing happening in the hour there. What about the lower time frames? Lower time frames. I think that is the 15-minute. Looks like it. We've got that massive spike there. What time was that? That was this morning. Wow. Massive spike there. Don't know why. Right down through the support level here. Taking everyone's stops below this low. What direction is it going now? Again, it's right in the silly can't choose territory. I'm going to be a lot stricter. Sometimes I look for crosses in when it's here, when it's messing around, when it's in the middle, when the RSI is at the 50 as well, and it never goes well. So if in doubt, stay out. And to me, I'd say it's generally looking up because the price action's been up. That is turning up in the 15 for the moment. Sure. Do we have a target above? Not much higher than these highs because of the poor price action. 66 pips. 6 pips and then just see if it goes above that R1 to the R2, then you might have 25 pips to there, but I'm not trading that. It's just too unenergetic. And then that looks like, is that intervention? It's not much if it's intervention, but it's London. Is that the London news? Would that have been prior to that end of Asian session? Yeah, it's just not doing anything. It's not picked a direction, and it's slightly trending to the upside. So yeah, we'll say up, but very cautious and careful, as it'll be back down again if it continues to do what it's doing. And that's Evan saying, thank you very much, Scott. Cheers for that. I'm into overtime now, Evan, so you know where to send my wages. It said time and a third. No, we'll go for time and a half. Time and a half after 9 o'clock, so that's 10 minutes. We'll just have a quick look at the gold trade and see what it's doing, because it was in profit. It's just dropped into drawdown again, as I say that. Yeah, well, we're back into profit again. We're hovering. $10. Is it time to get out? Looks like it might be about to turn again to the downside, so I'm just going to close that just now. I'll just make sure I've covered my, just as it drops. Am I going to close it out? Yeah, well, it's got that little fair value gap there to cover, which it has just done. Okay, we'll see. not doing what I expected, but it's not liking it. It's not liking it too much. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get out. It's turned to the downside, so we're out. Okay. We're out and we're safe. And I think it might have just cost us, well, $1 profit. I don't think there's any commission on this account because it's a demo. So yeah, $1 profit on that. So we're still all blue for the day. Apart from, oh no, we did have a, we had two losing trades actually. It was $90 and $40 this morning, but on the day we're up $488 on our gold scalping. So again, thank you very much for everyone joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock again for the last session of the week. Will didn't manage in this morning, but hopefully he'll be in tomorrow. He's not got his Fiverr stream on a Friday, so no excuses, Will. Come in and join the fun, and we'll catch you all later on. It's nice to have you. Cheers. Bye-bye now.